years now, and she's right here with us. We are blessed to have her with us. Good morning. Good morning, Ohema.
Morning.
Hey, Winnie.
It's been ages.
It's been ages. Yeah. It's been ages, not years. Good to see.
But God has been so good.
Absolutely.
It's his Kanaba. So you don't look for me.
I say 10 years.
That's it.
Ohema mercy.
Woo free. You are coming out.
You are coming out.
You know, I thank God so much for this message that God has given me. And it's actually affecting so many souls. I quite remember even last week, there's this particular guy that called my husband, and he was actually confessing that he went to somewhere soon, and he was being convinced by a friend to go for Sikadro. And then you realize there's no need taking it because it's not working. So I was doing a program on radio, he called me, and I asked him to go and buy one of the CDs, and I'm telling you, so many testimonies.
Wow.
So many.
Wow. For this 10th anniversary, how would you describe?
It's been so wonderful, and I thank God so much for how far with my first album.
Yeah.
By the grace of God, I didn't struggle that much, but it was not easy coming in from Koforidua, and seeing all these artists and you standing on the same stage with them, performing and going on radio, how you have to speak, how the manners, discipline and all that. But I thank God so much. I've learned a lot, and this is how far God has brought me.
Let's talk about the ups and downs of the. We can't exhaust all of it because there's not much time, but give us an idea how it has been like, the ups and downs of this ministry of yours.
I remember one of these, I just want to share it. I came up with a publication that pastors are not helping gospel music. And seriously, I had a lot of, some understood me and some didn't. But now I thank God, it's actually helped a lot. I remember sometimes we're going for a program and people are, some of them, especially the organizers, will call you, why are you taking this much? You understand? But you are thinking of going to program with your instrumentalists, you bought in a car and all that. But for now, looking at some of my performances and they understanding it, it's actually working. It wasn't easy at first, but now. I remember coming to music. For the first time, Empakosi called me on stage. I was singing and said, hey, stop. Hey, get down. I was crying.
Wow.
But now I understand what he did. It's all about working on yourself.
Absolutely. And you've even expanded. Now you're on radio.
Yes.
Which radio station?
Needs FM.
Okay, so you do
I do morning devotion.
Okay.
Arise and shine, and it's actually catching fire.
Absolutely. Everything you touch definitely catches fire. 5 albums in 10 years.
Seriously.
So which album would you say?
I can't specifically pick out.
Yes.
I can't specifically, but I thank God so much. Almost from my first album, Adam for Papa, second album, Edin Jesus, third album, Obey Kese, Prophecy, and then the recent one, Ufrimo, that is His Word. It's actually very, very good and very fruitful.
What do you think of the industry, the gospel? I know you're careful. You don't want to say something that will put you in trouble. What do you think generally? Being in it for the past 10 years?
Gospel music has been very, very fruitful. I quite remember coming into it. At first, it wasn't like what we're seeing now. I think people are now understanding the branding aspect and then live performances and all that. And seriously, people are now understanding the ministry aspect of the gospel music. So it's actually growing.
Tell us about the launch. Tell us about tomorrow, the big event tomorrow.
I can't describe it, but I'm believing God for a miracle. Apart from that, I know most of my fans and Ghanaians know what God has bestowed on me when it comes to the inspirational aspect, the performances aspect, and then what I can do. So I'm believing God for a different thing altogether. We are preparing seriously. I think we finished with our performances, with our rehearsing and all that yesterday. And I'm believing God to use me tremendously tomorrow to affect people's lives.
Absolutely. Who else will be there to give you support?
I did a collaboration with Kwesi Oten, Morris, and then Shashamali.
Okay.
So it's going to be quite interesting, very, very interesting. And I've invited almost all the gospel musicians. So it's going to be powerful.
Why did you decide to do it this way? 10th anniversary and the launch of the new album.
Charlie, it's not easy. And easy, I'm telling you. To be in the industry for 10 years, the criticism, the yes, and all that. It's easy, but I thank God so much because I'm so fortunate that I'm even celebrating 10 years because almost some of them could not reach 10 years.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
It's so wonderful.
Absolutely. That's a very powerful point. We're here with Ohema Mercy. Like she said, some of them couldn't even get to 10 years. Some after 2-3 years, they're out of the scene. But Ohema Mercy is still right here with us. And we thank God for her life and for her ministry. And she's still impacting on lives across the country. So how different is this new album?
It's different because I think from the first track to the last one, that is 12 tracks or so, we have different feels, rhythm. We have people hip hop on it. We have the inspirational aspect. We have worship, and then we have high life and all that. It's so powerful, and the message too. I'm telling you, is so wonderful.
So normally, when you're coming out with an album, what kind of process do you go through?
I go through a lot. I think I've been answering this question over and over.
Yes.
If you ask me, do I write my songs before going to studio, I'll tell you no. Naturally, it comes by itself, especially when it's time for me to go to the studio. You see, I'm so much sensitive, especially what I see, what I hear, and then what I actually feel. And I believe it's also come with the season and the time. Like looking at the time, Ghana is at a point where we need God to liberate us from what we actually see. It's not easy, the economy and all that. So God is speaking to us that we are coming out of every bondage that we see ourselves. So I actually go through a lot, seriously, and I don't joke with it. And when it comes to going to studio, I pray a lot.
Absolutely, definitely need a lot of prayers for God to keep supporting us. Desmond Elliott Kofi says, please, Ohema Mercy, can I have your contact? Oh my word, God is using this woman to change the world, especially me. Wow. All right, so God is using you to change him. God bless you, mommy. Okay, that's from Desmond. Michael Boachi Adam says, I want Ohema Mercy to keep it up. Amen. Long life to her. God bless you. Emmanuel Abito says, I think TV3 SpotLight is one of the most educative. Okay, yeah, thank you very much. Big ups to TV3. Thanks, Emmanuel. So you can keep your messages coming through on Facebook. That's facebook.com/TV3 SpotLight. All right, so let's break it down. The venue for tomorrow, the time it starts.
We're doing it at Trinity Baptist. I think it's opposite then IPS, now UPS.
Okay.
I think when you take a car and you reach are Legon, and you ask of UPS, it's not. It's a very easy direction.
Place, yeah.
And then apart from the Trinity Baptist one that we're doing tomorrow, we have a long arrangement that we've done with my management for this year. I think with my prison ministry aspect too, we actually want to paint the prison headquarters this year. We have a lot of projects. We're doing one concert in Kumasi, we're doing Takoradi, Cape Coast, and I actually want to have a relationship, serious relationship with my fans.
That's a powerful one.
Yeah.
So not just the music, about your prison project. It's still ongoing.
It's still ongoing.
Okay, and you want to paint
the prison headquarters.
Yeah. Okay. So how's the support coming in?
We actually having a lot of support, and when it comes, we also have time to come on TV and then we talk about it.
Okay, Ohema, there are lots of people out there who want to be like you, who want to be in the music industry, who want to sing gospel like you do, who want to wear camouflage and come on stage militant and sing God's songs and be God's soldiers and God's warriors. What would you tell them?
We have two part of it, the physical aspect and then the spiritual aspect. I just want to talk about the physical aspect. You have to learn a lot. You have to be educative. You have to learn, go to school, because most of the people think they have the talent and education is nothing. You actually have to consult people and then learn about the branding aspect of it seriously, because most of these people come in and they don't know what a musician is and what you represent. And then when we come to the spiritual aspect, who are you as a gospel musician? You have to ask God and know your ministry before you come in. And I think that's it.
Who have inspired you all these years?
My husband. Apart from God, my husband. And then I also have so many inspiration from Juanita Bynum and Daughters of Glorious Jesus, specifically Cynthia.
Wow.
She's been my mom, and I love her so much.
Wow. My husband. Hi. I hope he's watching.
Why are
I
you
hope
jealous?
he's watching. I'm not. He's my good friend. So that's Ohema Mercy right here. If anybody you want to thank, all this, I know the list will be endless.
I can't mention
all the names,
but
yes.
I just want to say thank you so much to Big Ben and the wife. And you know what they've actually added to my ministry. I thank them so much. I thank my husband. I thank everybody. I can't mention all, but I thank everybody that actually calls me to pray with me. All the pastors in Ghana, specifically Prophet Emmanuel Godikobi, Prophet Populampo, Peace FM, Neat FM, TV3 especially. I actually always fight with them. But I know they've actually added so many things to my life. Bakwasi, I thank you so much. And everybody, especially my fans.
Absolutely, Ohema. We are most grateful you joined us this morning, and we, like I always say, we thank God, we thank God, we thank God. We can't thank God enough for your life and your ministry. Benjamin Kofi says, I'm your fan and I really like your music. It's so inspirational and touching. God richly bless you and your good work and the good work you're doing. Legend Banks Williams says, Ohema, I like you so much. Big ups to TV3 crew. Ohema, I want your contact and an album of yours for free. I am Chris.
Really?
I am Chris, a DJ in Koforidua.
Oh.
We know you. It's Koforidua. Hi to our people in Koforidua. Ohema, I'm most grateful you joined us this morning.